Hello everyone, nice to see you all here. Welcome to a Pokemon Vortex stream. It's been a little while since the last one. I was considering doing one sometime this week, next week, and considering there's a Halloween event, it makes very much sense for me to have one. So let's switch over to Pokemon Vortex. For those that missed it, and with it I mean the announcement in the Pokemon Vortex Discord, or my Discord, because I have the Vortex announcements linked in mine as well, or my video, there is a Halloween event going on right now in Pokemon Vortex for this weekend, and it takes, if I'm correct, another 2.5 hours, because that's when it hits midnight British time. However, BST, which is the listed time for, like, BST midnight, which is listed as the ending time, ends in 1.5 hours, because of time change that happened this weekend in a good portion of Europe, including Britain. However, BST is also listed with the starting time, and if we were using BST for the starting time too, that was incorrect. So I'm still going to assume it's just British time, and therefore we still have 2.5 hours of the event as of me starting right now. Hey Purple Cat, nice to see you in the stream. We have some Pokemon music from quite a few different people. Glitch City, Almighty Arceus, Spear, Snivy, Pokestar, Mewmore, Dalgo, and many more. Hey, someone's in the store playing the whoop sound effect. Yeah, that's a Pokemon one. Bunch of remixes of maybe some standard tunes, but mostly remixes, and basically a Pokemon Halloween mega mix to enjoy that. My intention of today is hunt for Togepi for a while, because there are 5 different areas where it can be encountered, and this is Route 16, one of the areas where it can be found, and that is where I will be doing some of my hunting. Feel free to hunt with me, come to Route 16, I'll be here for a little while. I already have one Togepi Halloween from, I think it was last year's Halloween event. So many sound effects? It's not that bad. I guess you have more sound effects because you have 2 more available because you're mod, but that's because I trust that you use them sparingly and also only in appropriate moments. Those being technical and premature. Those are mod and up exclusive. I can very quickly make them not possible for mods if they are overused. Technical is really only when there's technical difficulties, and premature is really only available in, I guess, marbles and Pokemon, where it should be used when I say, oh, I have won easily, but then I don't. Or, oh, this marble's gonna win, and then right at the finish they get launched on marbles. Something like that. That's when premature should be used, and otherwise they're not. Alright, let's grab this immunity Pokemon, because it's level 6, but if I would catch all the immunity Pokemon that I find, there's quite a few on this route. There's Purloin, there's Houndour, there's Poochyena, as you can see, and some more. Then it would cost me way too much time, which normally I wouldn't really mind because I like to catch a bunch of immunity Pokemon at level 6, such as this Vullaby. But that also means there's less time to find Togepi. Also, I'm just going to make sure that I can actually catch Togepi here. Just going to check the announcements. Yes, Route 16, it is part of it. Route 16 is near the top left of the map, so you can hunt here with me. I'll be here for a little while until I catch any kind of Togepi Halloween. If it takes too long, then I will be training the one that I have already for happiness, because we do have double happiness as well. Double happiness in trainer battles, not in wild battles, trainer battles. So I'll be taking my Togepi to some trainer battles, upping its happiness, and then getting a Togetic Halloween. There's no Togekiss Halloween as far as I know. That was not part of the announcement. Maybe that's saved for a future year? I don't know. That could be an interesting Halloween event, although it would be interesting to see something like completely new Pokemon becoming Halloween themed. We'll see. Also, this stream will be on YouTube as well, although there will be delayed. So when you see this on YouTube, even as the premiere, the event will already be over. So if you're watching this on YouTube, even as a premiere, note the event is over. You can still come to Route 16, but the event is already over, and therefore you will not be able to catch Togepi Halloween anymore, and you'll also be unable to evolve Togepi Halloween into Togetic Halloween. And the happiness event will be over. So I believe if there's a unique Impidimp, I know when I catch it, because there were a few that I didn't have yet before today. And I know I don't have Mogrim and Grimmsnarl in all varieties either, so if there's a unique Impidimp, I'm gonna catch it no matter what level. Interesting thing about the ending of this Halloween event, with it being midnight British time, because the server is British time, and we go from the end of October to the start of November, that means the start of the next Vortex season. Because they always start and end at the end, and therefore the start at the end of one month, and therefore the start of the next one. I'm not sure if I'll go until the event is officially over. Really depends on various things. If I keep going for that long with the stream. But if it's fun enough and there's enough people chatting and playing along, then maybe. And if so, then I guess I'll do a few battles and then, hey, call up my trainer card, put it on stream, and be like, oh look, I'm like top 5 in the season, and then that's the best score I'm ever gonna get in the entire season, because usually I don't do seasonals. Maybe at some point I'll do seasonals again, but I don't expect to do that anytime soon. Let's see what you say. I don't know the bookings that I have to go. No. Like, there's a few very specific ones that I'd like to have, but I have to look in. I have a folder somewhere else in my room. I know where to find the folder, and then like I have a deck list of that. Like, I'm pretty sure I mentioned like yesterday when we talked about the Gen 4 TCG deck that I'd like to finish, even though maybe I'll never use it. And there's a few cards in there, I believe like a Platinum, Torterra, Leafeon level X. And there's a few other specific cards that I'd still like to have to finish that deck. But so if you happen to have those and they're in good condition, then I probably would like to, but otherwise no. Yeah, just like today or probably tomorrow, because otherwise I'll forget it. Could you send me like a reminder message on Discord or something like that? Yeah. Chances are you won't have any of them because they're very specific, but just in case. Yes, I would like to finish. Like, I would also like to finish the Rising Rivals set, but there's most things I'm missing out of that are level X's. And I don't really want to finish them that badly, but I would like to finish that one of the Gen 4 decks already. I'm pretty sure I have 2 or 3 deck lists in that folder, but only one is something I seriously worked on. And that's a grass deck. I think it has the Turtwig line in it. It has Heracross, Scizor, is it GL cards, which basically made them basic Pokemon. There's Scizor GL in it. I don't remember exactly what else, but it was a grass deck and I liked it. Well, there were Gen 4 custom Gen 4 builds with some cards. Nothing that would maybe like do well at a big TCG tournament, but it is a combination of cards that I really liked, that I thought I'd like to play with this in like a TCG game, and like I'd stand a decent chance in a casual game. You made it to 16. Yep, I do see you, Purple Cat. I've seen you here for a little bit. Showing up. I'm not the only WoW member, the only Will-O-Wisp member. Sven can go, the Snaggles, the Langland, the Susebo, this Big Wet Bear, and then this Purple Cat and I for Will-O-Wisp. That is my Vortex clan. If you would like to join it, if you'd like to join the clan of Will-O-Wisp, all you need to do really is either to let me know in the Twitch chat that, hey, I would like to join, and then you let me know your Twitch name, or if you're watching this on YouTube, let me know your Vortex name and, hey, I would like to join. But make sure to actually also send the join request, because if you say, hey, I would like to join and I'm a viewer of you on Twitch/YouTube, but you don't send me the join request, then you just don't join, because I'm not going to search for you. I don't feel like I should be putting in that effort. Send me the join request, then send me the message straight after, or first send me the message and then immediately do the join request. But if you just say, hey, I'm a viewer, I want to join, but you don't send the join request for the clan, you're not in. I'm not going to search for you. Just a second. Sorry about that. I had to do something real quick. I am back. Yes, Pocket, that is indeed our clan. Yes, the one that we started, and the one that you are co-owner of, or mod, or I don't remember the exact title that you have. But anyway, here's a Dark Crown. If you want a Dark Crown that I caught during the stream, it's on Pokebay. Go for it. You can bid on it. Dark Impidimp. Another thing I don't have. And because it's level 17, there's just 2 Flame Bursts from my pants here. And we got a new Pokemon. If it's something I don't have, I definitely catch it. But because I don't have most of the unique varieties of Impidimp or any of its evolutions, I will catch those as well. And then probably after this stream, I'm going to just train them up to whatever their final evolution is that I don't have yet, which might be Grimmsnarl, but let's say I already have a Dark Grimmsnarl, then a Dark Impidimp would only go to Dark Morgrim. So that way the Pokeball, if you already have its symbol, doesn't show up anymore when I encounter it like here, and then I know, hey, I should catch another one. I shall bid 1 Pokédolo. That's not possible because the minimum is 25,000. Shiny Litten! I'm gonna take that. Master Ball, which I have 155 of. That's mine. Check my Pokedex, the Alola Dex. We don't have a shiny Torracat yet. Ooh! Thank you, Purple Cat, for the tier 1 sub. Now I've been sub for 2. I thought I already said you were sub for 2 months. That's weird. Yeah, it said founder 2-month subscriber earlier. Huh. Well, thank you very much anyway. I really appreciate it. Thanks for sticking around. So this should be good for that. Yep. Just need a Dark for Incineroar, but now we have the second shiny here. So the shiny Litten, and then that row is complete, which is actually pretty interesting considering Shadow and Shiny are the 2 rarest varieties. Dark, Metallic, Mystic are equally rare, and then Shadow and Shiny are both a bit more rare. There got some interesting ones, some rare encounters already. However, I'd like a different rare encounter right now, because Shiny Litten I can find at any point in the game, also tomorrow and next week and next year. assuming the game doesn't completely change. Togepi Halloween, which is another rare encounter here, I cannot find after, like, this is 2.5 hours as of streaming this live. Hey, look, it's a Litten. I'm gonna catch that one. But I'd really like another rare encounter, please. So the Litten's gonna evolve as well, so we have a second one. We had 2 shinies before we had 2 standards, which is pretty interesting. Alright, now one of the other rare encounters, please. Let's see, what are all the rare encounters I could get on this route? Clearly Litten is one of them, or at least during nighttime. Actually, I'll just check. Just open the wiki. Route 16. What are the rare encounters here? Mightyena Litten Thievul during night. Mightyena Zatu Gotharita during the day. And then Togepi Halloween for this event is a 4th one. And then Guzzlord's the Ultra Beast in this route, no matter if it's day or night. And then daytime, Tapu Koko's legendary, nighttime it's Dark Crown. And we did see Dark Crown earlier. Come on, Togepi. Kinda want to hunt in a different area as well, because all the hunting that I have done in Togepi Halloween, which I'll admit wasn't too much, because I do have school deadline, uni deadlines tomorrow, and I've been working on school stuff, been doing stuff with my partner, and been in another stream, so I haven't really done much in the event. But as you can see right now in this live stream, I am participating in it, although I guess it doesn't prove, like, especially when this is on YouTube, that this is for the event. Because I haven't encountered any Togepi Halloween, and I have found multiple other rares and even legendaries. But this is during the Togepi event, I can assure you. The moment the Togepi event is over, there may be 2 people remaining on this route, including myself. For those, for the Vortex players that are watching, how much time have you spent trying to find any of these Togepi Halloween? And if you have spent any time on it, please let me know if you found any. Also, I guess there are those on YouTube. Let me know how many you've been able to find. Considering when this hits YouTube, the event will be over. And it's another Litten. And with that, that Litten line is complete. Where's another shiny Litten? I guess if we find more Litten, I'll still catch it, because I usually catch any... No, I wouldn't say I catch any rare Pokemon, but if it's a starter, I do, because the starters are... like, people generally want them more. Oh, I made a miscalculation. I misremembered how much damage, but I did. That's unfortunate, and I definitely do not want to have Scorcher level up, so I'm not going to click continue, but there is a trick to this. Watch this. You can't see it. Ha! I log out and log back in. That's all that I did. But just to ensure that you couldn't see my password, I moved it away. You are in Nightshade Crypt. I got 4 regulars, 2 dark, and a mystic. How much time would you say you've spent on trying to find them? I know I want to complete the entire Pokédex, and that includes event Pokemon. So, with that goal in mind, which has been my goal for years on Vortex, I should be spending a lot more time trying to find this. However, my mental health and my general life is more important than just that one goal on Pokemon Vortex. So, I'm going to keep spending time with my partner, I'm going to still do uni work, and I'm going to sleep well. And if that means not spending much time on the event trying to hunt for these Pokemon, then that's what it means. I'm gonna keep taking care of myself. Trying to think, what is the most close by area that also has Togepi Halloween? Probably 8 hours, but I got 2 in the past hour. Oh, well done. So what are other routes that I can get to? Because the map that I would normally use, the person that put up that, I think it was a Google Doc, or like, no, a Google Doc Excel sheet, something. That person, I think, deleted the entire file, so I can't use that map anymore, which is unfortunate, but by this point I know how most of the map works. Just not every area's names, I have to think a bit longer. Let's see what other routes. Route 22 is around the ferry gym, but I don't remember exactly which route it is. But I feel like going to some other places as well. We'll spend a few more minutes here, I think, and then I'll move around to Route 22. See if I can find a Togepi Halloween there. Not that the chances there are any bigger than here, considering every area, no matter like where in the game, has 3 rare encounters. No matter how good or common or whatever the Pokemon is in the main games, there's 3 rare encounters in every area. Togepi Halloween is a 4th one, so that it's still a 25%. The chance to get a rare encounter is the same in every area, and then within that, it stays a 25% chance to find a Togepi Halloween. Google Pokemon Vortex map and go to images. That makes sense. By this point, it's probably someone that has uploaded it. I guess it's not the map that I'm used to, but it's a useful one. Oh, I even see the very first thing that comes up on Google is one of the forum things that I responded to, and I think helped update. This is indeed a nice map. It's not perfect. Some of these aren't fully correct. Yeah, there's no perfect one here. The only really great one that I loved, also because of the coloring that helped show some things. But this does help. So 22 is the one above Starfall. So the one above the fair region, which makes sense. Wait, then where's 10 compared to that? There's Nightshade. 10 isn't too far away from Nightshade. So maybe from 22 I'll go to 10, and then from 10 I'll go to Nightshade, Nightshade Crypt. You just have been in every area. Hey, yeah, so welcome to the stream. Nice to see you here. This event, I haven't found any Togepi Halloween yet. I just have a single one from, I think it was last year's event. I don't remember when they were available previously, I just know I have a single Togepi Halloween, a standard one, so no variety. But in this event, I haven't been able to find any yet. But then again, I haven't found too many of them. When the event just went live at the start of Saturday, I actually followed the two devs, Patrick and Flamescape, to this area, and they were here for a little bit. And even after they left, I kept hunting for a little bit, and I caught 1 or 2 Pokemon, but I didn't encounter any Togepi Halloween. And then I think I hunted for maybe 10 minutes later on the Saturday. And then that's all I'd done before this stream. So, no great luck. So, I'll go to 22 in just a moment. If I don't find anything there in the first, let's say, 10-15 minutes that I hunt there, I will still be happiness training the 1 Togepi that I have. So it can become a Togepi Halloween. A Togetic Halloween, sorry. Alright, let's go to 22. Just have a different area and have some options of some other Pokemon that maybe I haven't caught yet. Jamie says hi because she can hear your stream from upstairs. She has gone to bed. Either you have the stream on really loud, or loud enough for that, or Jamie's also watching the stream. But anyway, hi Jamie. Hey, metallic Mankey. I don't have a metallic Mankey. Let's catch it. Thank you, Alka, for changing area, because that let you catch another Pokemon that you didn't have in the Pokédex yet. See, sometimes when I do these streams, I don't even specifically hunt for these Pokemon for the variety Impidimps for metallic Mankey, but I encounter them. They're Pokemon that I don't have yet. Therefore, I catch them. They're added to my Pokédex, and that's nice. I'm deaf. It's on loud. Okay. I really like this area, just purely how it looks and how big the grass patches are to make it really easy to hunt him. Route 20, I believe, is a really big patch of grass somewhere here, like just below here. No, actually, no, though. Never mind. I was misremembering it. No, I wasn't. I was thinking about this area, like this patch of grass. Really big, you don't have to press buttons left or right or up and down much if you would like to hunt in this specific route. I like that. Some routes only have really small patches like Nightshade. I don't appreciate that as much, I guess. Or I do appreciate this, let's say it that way. Route 22, there should be Togepi here, so I expect a lot more people here than in most other routes in areas because people know that there's Togepi here. What? There are Togepi here? Caught one! Caught one! Like, oh, there should be a lot more Pokemon here because it's... Where's the clip button? There. So I'm gonna clip that later, and that might just be like a separate clip that I put on YouTube. That's pretty ridiculous. Yeah, there are this. Let's say it that one. Alright, that's that clip. I'll save and post it later. So I guess that's the first Togepi Halloween? So now I have two Togepi Halloween. So one of those is definitely going to get evolved, but I literally just got here, so I'm going to spend at least a few minutes walking around here, seeing if I can catch another one, or maybe another Pokemon that I don't have yet. There's a bunch of fairy Pokemon. Impidimp is still here, so that still applies, me wanting to catch the variety Impidimps. These might be the two areas that Impidimp appears in, 22 and 16. 16 because it's a dark type, and this is a lot more of a fairy type route. So here, because it's a fairy type, and happened to be coincidence that Togepi Halloween is there. Then again, Togepi Halloween is probably here because it's a fairy type, but because it's Halloween and Halloween is like dark or ghostly, that's why it's on 16. And because Halloween is ghostly, it's Nightshade and Nightshade Crypt. And then I don't remember exactly what Pokemon on Route 10, but maybe there's like a ghostly or darkly thing there, or I don't know, something related to Togepi. I'm not catching all the level 6 immunity Pokemon, but if they are level 6 variety Pokemon, that I do catch them. Also, any variety of Milcery, I am catching as well, because there's many different evolutions of it, considering the different forms, even if not all of them are available yet. By catching them now, I don't have to hunt for all these varieties later. When I do, when I get all the sweets from either Pokebay or from side quests or from the Vortex store, Discord store. This way, I have them available. That's a metallic that I would also like to have. It's 10, 7, 10. It'll be fine. This specific remix is a bit lower in volume in the Mega Mix, which is unfortunate. I'd like them all to be the same volume, so I don't have to keep changing it. I'll turn the volume up a little bit on them. If you find the music to be either too loud or not loud enough, please just let me know. And I'll give it a change. Ooh! I like the extra ooh sound effect of this. This is good. This is our Reggie battle theme, I believe, which is... Is it? No, this is Deoxys. Yeah, Reggie theme is different. I really like the Reggie theme. Confusing for a second, because I haven't heard those themes for a while. Three more Pokemon to catch, no matter if they're Togepi or Impidimp varieties or not. I catch 3 more Pokemon and then I go train one of the Togepi Halloween. Because I do have to evolve that one during the event, because otherwise I won't be able to get it. So what I could do, actually, is train them both up. It loses me Togepi Halloween for my Pokedex. However, I might be able to get a Togepi Halloween for maybe a decent price on Pokebay, while Togetic Halloween can be sold for way more because it was less available. Maybe. But I think I'll just make it easy for myself and just keep one of my Togepi. Speaking of Vortex money, I wonder where I am on the richest users list. I don't necessarily need to be anywhere in the top 100, but it is cool. Hey, Cricketoon! I found a whoop card. Do you know from which set that whoop card is? Unsure on set name. That makes sense. Well, I would say describe the... Either describe... Okay, it's 24 of 1 to 2. Well, I would look it up on Bulbapedia because it's pretty quick. But I'm streaming, so I'm not going to do that right now. It's too unrelated to my stream to want to figure that out right now. Okay, this tune has turned into a bit less of what I like, but I'll switch it on unless it becomes really horrible. This type of music isn't my favorite. Like, there can be certain beats to it, I'm like, yeah, okay, but this sound is... I don't really like it. No. This is better. Shiny Impidimp, and then I believe you have one more Pokemon remaining. I'll catch this one. Alright, let's go to my Pokemon team. And then... Change team. Halloween. Hey, oh yeah, no, Crobat was last time. Yeah, it was Golbat and Crobat Halloween that were introduced last year, because that's when Nightshade Crypt was released. I remember that. That was pretty early on in the V5 cycle, I think. Right after a few months. I think it was the V5 came in last year. I think. And then it was Crobat and Golbat Halloween. That must have also had a double happiness, a triple happiness event at the time. Metallic Pikachu Halloween. I only have one Pikachu Halloween? So Pikachu Halloween must have existed before as well. I didn't remember that. But it does. Pikachu Halloween is available again in the Vortex store. So I haven't actually looked. You can't see what I'm doing right now. I'm just gonna check in the Vortex Discord real quick. How much does it cost? Oh, is it just in the quiz one? Oh, is it shop? Yeah, it's shop. For Alka 193, how much does it cost for coins to get that Pikachu? Random variant of Pikachu Halloween, 3,000 coins, which is equal to 2 Beast Balls, and only Clover Sweet and the Galarica Reef cost more. I'm gonna say no, even though I have quite a lot of coins. I'll just get them via Pokébay. Or trade. I'll save them for something else that maybe becomes available later, or otherwise, like maybe the Clover Sweets. Then again, now maybe I'll get one Pikachu Halloween as a random variant. I just don't want the double metallic. Yeah, because I just have the metallic. That actually doesn't say what year I got it in, but I have it. Anyway, back to Halloween. Find ourselves a Togepi. That's a 36. That's a 100. That's the one we just caught. Let's train it up to level 100 in the meantime, because why not? Actually, no, I'm gonna use the other one, because the other one already has a fairy move. This one doesn't have a fairy move. There we go. I already taught the other one a fairy move before the stream. So we got a training Darkrai. Not Darkrai. We want against Dark. We want training Fairy. So training Xerneas. There we go. So then we just do this for a while. The thing is, if you've seen my happiness tutorial video, then you'd say that this is not the optimal way to do it. Even though this is a quick way to get KOs and therefore also get experience. And if experience was also important for me, if I'd want to get up to, let's say, the top 100, like people with just Vortex points, then average experience is important, and therefore trading like this with this Togepi adds a little bit to that. However, optimally, I would instead fight a gym leader and either fight or any kind of trainer with 4 Pokemon and just be able to beat them quickly, or with 3 Pokemon and just delay my button presses a little bit. And therefore, I don't beat any trainer within the 10 seconds, because that's like a sort of a bot detection thing. It's not perfect bot detection, but bots can really quickly do battles. And by not allowing a battle to count if you do it faster than 10 seconds, that's a way to stop bots. It's just unfortunate if you do side quests, for example, you pretty quickly go through them, and then you find someone with 1 or 2 Pokemon, you also quickly go through that. But then you get the message, oh, it didn't count because you won 2 battles within 10 seconds of each other. So then the automatic bot detection that I just described comes in. But that's a very minor thing, considering you beat a battle in less than 10 seconds. Considering you also had to click away from the battle before it. You won the battle in 10 seconds, so therefore you can win the battle in 10 seconds again. So it's not much time lost. Just a very minor annoyance, and it doesn't even come up that much. Speaking of side quests, I haven't spent much time in the last month at all trying to find the Alola Pokemon. I'm still in Alola in the side quest, and it is my goal, as you know, to complete the Pokedex. And for now, for side quests, even though I'd like to do a lot more of them, now that I'm in Alola, I want to get all the Alolan forms, including varieties. Now for Meowth Alolan, that is a happiness evolution, and maybe there's one other that I'm currently forgetting. But at least Alolan Meowth is a happiness evolution. So I'm not immediately evolving those, but everything else I am evolving as I catch them, basically. And then Meowth I might do later in like a double or triple happiness event, such as with this Halloween event. I think last year's Halloween event had something like it. It happens, I feel like once or twice a year that we get a double happiness event. Maybe an EXP event. I will absolutely make use of a triple happiness event when it comes in. This is double happiness event, and it wasn't a very long one, so I didn't really feel like making too much use of it. And also, if I would make use of this double happiness event to help evolve other Pokemon, then that would also mean that I wouldn't be able to get this Togepi. Well, maybe I could have this specific Togepi happiness strain, which I would have done, but then I would have a lot less time to catch the other Togepi that I would have otherwise not got. The one that I got very early on in Route 22. I don't even recognize this Pokemon tune. Anyone in chat want to have a good guess? What is this a remix of? I'll look it up in a second. I'll come bring it home. Let me try. Oh yeah, that makes sense that I don't recognize it. It's not a very well-known tune. This is from Pokemon X and Y, the Countdown to Destruction theme. Which I feel like is when the ultimate weapon either is about to be fired or has been fired. So you don't hear that tune much, and I feel like this is already a pretty like big. This remix changed a lot about the tune. Now let's remember, you need 1 to 37. No, you need like somewhere between 37 and something else battles. There's a certain amount of happiness that you need, but I don't remember the exact amount of battles. But it does go twice as fast because of the double happiness event in trainer battles. This is a trainer battle. Gym battles are still, gym leaders are still trainers, so those will count. It's just basically every battle that isn't a wild battle. Because to my knowledge, like, correct me if I'm wrong and I'm just not thinking of anything, but to my knowledge, every battle that is not a wild battle is a trainer battle. At least in Pokemon Vortex. Actually, can we think of something? Even an example in the main series Pokemon games. Can we think of a type of battle that isn't considered a wild battle, but also isn't considered a trainer battle? First thing that came up to me were the Ultra Beasts. They are not owned by trainers, therefore not a trainer battle. However, they are still wild Pokemon, even though, like, wild Ultra Beasts, are they considered Pokemon? Well, they're in the Pokemon series, so we're gonna say yes, they're considered Pokemon. But they're still wild battle. A stationary event. Like, if it's just, hey, here's a Pokemon, like, in terms of a gift, then it's not a battle in general. So then I'm looking for a battle that isn't trainer nor wild. If it's stationary, but you have to fight it, let's say the Snorlax from the 2 Snorlax from the very first Pokemon games, and like from Violet and Leaf Green. That's definitely not a trainer battle. And it's not a standard wild battle where you walk through a cave or the grass or you fish. But it's still considered a wild Snorlax. It'll say the wild Snorlax appeared or something like that. Or the wild Snorlax fainted afterwards. The wild Snorlax used rest. So that's still a wild battle. It's not a standard wild battle, but it's still a wild battle. Next thing that comes to mind is the second Lucamine battle in Sun and Moon. Only Sun and Moon are the Ultras, because then you don't have that fight. The one where she basically is, like, fused with Nihilego. Is it Nihilego? I think it's Nihilego. I'd have to check. What's the pronunciation on that Pokemon? Usually when you look at the name origin, you can figure it out. Nihil. Looks like Nihilego, yeah. Commendation Nihil, which is Latin for indefinite nothing, and ego, which is Latin for I. Basically translating to I am nothing or I have nothing. So it is Nihilego. This is the only Togepi, the only happiness training I intend to do during the event and therefore during the stream is this one Togepi. However, if I happen to find another Togepi that is of a different variety, I'm gonna happiness train it if I feel like I can make it. If I catch a Togepi Halloween, let's say a metallic Togepi Halloween, 2 minutes before the deadline, I'm not gonna bother trying to up its happiness because then the event's gonna end and then I can't evolve it anyway. And if I catch another standard Togepi Halloween, I'm not going to bother training it. Because even though the Togetic Halloween is probably going to be worth more than the Togepi Halloween, I don't want to spend that time to actually go and catch it. To go and train it. Because I can still just sell or trade the Togepi Halloween for a lot as well. Probably sell it on Pokébay for a good amount of Pokédollars, but I'm not sure yet. Speaking of that, in terms of trading and Pokébay, I'm looking a little bit more into using that to complete my Pokédex. And there's still a lot of very standard stuff, like a, I don't know, what's that, Dark Morgrim or a Metallic Grimmsnarl. Stuff that's just evolutions of common Pokemon that I can just straight up encounter in the wild, like the Impidimp in Route 22 and 16. Sure, I need quite a few of those, but I'm more thinking towards the rare Pokemon, the rare and then the legendaries especially, like the rare stuff that can evolve or happiness evolutions that I want to spend the Pokébay and the trading on, especially on the really rare stuff like the Ultra Beasts. It's already rare enough to find a Guzzlord, a Kartana, a Pheromosa, Stakataka. But to then find a dark Stakataka, or a shiny Guzzlord, or a metallic Blacephalon, that's even harder. It takes so long to find an Ultra Beast. Which reminds me that I never did that second Necrozma hunt stream, I believe. That's still something I promised to do, so it might come up. But anyway, I am looking a little bit into doing more trading for that, so please don't shoot me a bunch of messages with, hey, I want to trade and I have these Ultra Beasts for you. Not looking for that, it's just basically me just looking on trade lists for it. And if I feel like it's a decent enough price for something really big, because that's one of the reasons why I'm also getting a lot of money. Like the level 6 immunity Pokemon that I catch throughout basically any time that I hunt, even if I already have those Pokemon, yeah, I can use them for seasonals if I ever decide to go for seasonals again, and chances are I'll keep them for that. But that's also one of the 2 ways to get quick money. Side quests, in the long run, doing side quests is probably the quickest. However, if you do hunting like me, And if you just happen to find a level 6 immunity Pokemon, I recommend catching them and then just train them up later whenever you want. Whenever you have time for it, and then that does give you good money. And that gives you quicker money than the side quests do when you complete a region. It's just that when you finally do complete a region, after spending a good amount of time doing battles, you get way more money. Because pretty sure there's always, it's minimum 1 million Pokédollars for any region, even the shorter ones. So the time it spends to, let's say, catch all those level 6 immunity Pokemon, and then train them up to level 100, even, I think, just the training to level 100, if you already called them earlier, I think in the time that it takes you to complete a region in side quests, in that time you get more money from that completing that one region in side quests compared to doing those bunch of immunity battles. So that's also one of the reasons why I want to do side quests, to get more money, pretty good, like very good money, and some of the rewards you can get by side quests. But I do also want to complete the Alola Dex, and if I go out of Alola into Galar, then I have to either complete Galar, then start over, or just reset and then start over to be able to get back to Alola to encounter those Pokemon again. And because they are mostly common encounters, I want to just encounter them. Like, if the Alolan forms were rare encounters or even rarer than that, then maybe I'd do more of trading or Pokeball to catch them, because then it might take too long to even get them, and maybe that's not worth it. And then the money that I gain by doing side quest battles a lot, that might be worth it in the end, and I'd end up with more money in the amount of time I spend on it. But for now, in terms of the side quests, I want to stay in Alola and actually complete all the Alolan stuff. So actually, I'll check after this fight how far I am in the Alola Dex. I'm looking pretty decent, I believe. And with the Alola Dex, I mean the Alolan forms. Yeah, Raditz is complete. Sandshrew I definitely want to catch more of, but the Ice Stone is really hard to obtain. So I might do some trading or Poké for those. Diglett's complete. Meowth isn't, although I have some Persians already. I think I trained some of these Persians during last year's Halloween event. With the Meowth I already had at the time. So then I would want to catch a second Shiny, a second Mystic, so I can do the Happiness Training whenever. And then catch 2 Shadows, one for Meowth, one for Persian. Not too much left for Geodude. There's still some Grimers that I want, and then the Exeggutor and Marowak, which are just the evolutions of standard Pokemon, already have those. And then Raichu Alolan. The thing with Raichu Alolan is also a Happiness evolution, in a sense. Even though Pikachu to Raichu, even Raichu Alolan, is just a Thunderstone evolution. Pichu to Pikachu is Happiness. Now Pikachu, it is a rare encounter, so I might be trying to hunt for those and then skipping the Happiness training, but oops, I didn't want to go here. Not training Darkrai, training Xerneas. Let's go. I forgot my train of thought. I want to get the Alolan Pokemon, and once I'm satisfied with the Alolan forms that I have, maybe it's just not the Ice Stone ones. No, I'd still want, preferably, 2 of each of the Ice Stone ones. I'd just not evolve them into Ninetales and Sandslash yet, because I just don't have the Ice Stones for it. But I want to have 2 Sandshrew Alolan, 2 Shiny Sandshrew Alolan, 2 Shadow Sandshrew Alolan, and also Dark, Mystic, and Metallic of the same. And then all those same ones for Vulpix as well, so that when I do eventually get the Ice Stones, I can evolve them. And then I immediately have both, let's say we talk about the Dark Sandshrew Alolan, I evolve one of them into a Dark Sandslash Alolan, and I would still have a Dark Sandshrew Alolan. Right, we have 1 Happiness Heart, finally. Might have actually been a few battles ago, because I don't check every fight. But even this double Happiness isn't going that quickly, although I'm not doing the quickest fight. So I'm actually going to go away from this fight and go do the fights a bit quick, because it's not about the amount of Pokemon you beat, it's about the amount of battles you win. See, if I just fight 4 Pokemon, that's a battle 1, and that's quicker than the other one. I don't really care about the experience that I get, because obviously I get a lot less experience from a team with 4 Pokemon compared to a team with 6 Pokemon, and these things are max level 32 as well. I got a lot less experience, but I don't mind. It's about the battle completion and getting the happiness. And if I complete that with Togepi and I get it evolved to Togetic Halloween, then I have a little bit more time to hunt for some other Pokemon. Because that is something I'd like to do. Now, I've noticed that unless you are extremely quick in your button presses, and you have no problems with loading times, then the 4 Pokemon battles aren't a problem. You can just click as fast as you want, fast as you can, and you won't get caught by that 10-second bot catcher. Like if you complete 2 battles within 10 seconds of each other, making the last one not count. Now, because I'm not on full screen with Vortex right now, just to be able to get the stream dimensions right, it's a little slower for me because I have to scroll a bit more. Because normally, if this would be the start of the fight, I would already be able to see the continue button on my screen. But I had to adjust that to be able to fit it properly onto my screen for streaming. But in addition to that, I have that as well so I can read the chat on the side, with me only having one computer screen. Misty has 3 Pokemon and is on the first page of gyms. I could also face, I don't know, a Kalos gym if I wanted to. However, then I'd have to go Kalos. And then every time I go to the side, I have to press the Kalos button again, which is annoying. I prefer to just be able to do it immediately. So I start here, I have to click one of the gym leaders. I pick Misty because she has 3 Pokemon. I could do it with Brock as well, but with Brock only having 2, I definitely have to slow down my button presses. And with Misty, I only have to do it a little bit. As I said, I already lose a bit of time with scrolling, so I don't have to wait with Misty right now very much, with the speed that I normally can click at. And next battle with Misty, so not this one, but the next one, I'm going to do try very quickly, see if I can get caught by it. So, now. Oh, already got caught by it, even though I thought it was slow. Like, I wasn't super fast and already got caught by it, and I was waiting with the last button press on the Gyarados here, because this is the one that starts and ends the timer. So, we already know we can get caught. No, I don't, Seb. I just know it's from the Platinum set. I know there's at least 2 different Roteras. I'm pretty sure I need one from the Platinum set. Just Platinum, not Platinum anything else, just Platinum. But I can look it up, like, in that list. Right now, I just don't know it from the top of my head. What it moves for, but... yeah, if you could keep that one just, I guess, on a separate pile, just in case it is one that I want, then please. Let's try it again. Go. Yeah, we do get caught by it if I try for it. But it's only been one time so far that I didn't try for getting that second, like 10-second thing. And why would you really try for it? I'm only trying it to, I guess, show off that it is possible 3 Pokemon if you go a bit quickly. Outside of that, it's only happened once. Right now that it happened. But normally, if you have a big screen and you have this on, and you have Vortex on full screen, then you have to be a little slow with your button press. Because now I'm losing a little time to having to scroll 3 times, go down to this continue button. That's the extra time loss, and it's not much, but it is a little bit. And if I just don't go super speed on anything in between, then I can just do it with 3 Pokemon. Pokemon Unleashed. That's probably not it then. Alright, we're on 2, so we're close to 3 hearts, and once it's 3 hearts, you can evolve. Because that's the standard happiness evolution level. I believe only Eevee to Sylveon requires 4. No, I didn't try for it, but I was a little too quick on that one. does have to be just a little slower. So probably a lot of the time will be on 10.5, 11 seconds with these fights between them. But it's pretty consistently okay with 3 Pokemon. So then in the long run, even with the pretty rare time that I do get caught by the like bot catcher, by that 10-second timer, it's still faster than having to fight an extra Pokemon every single fight. Enough of this fight, let's see where we are. There should be double happiness in training battles. Like, it's... I didn't keep count on how many battles I did, and therefore I cannot confirm it. Because it's random, I believe, 1 or 2 happiness points per fight. I guess if I would have kept track of how many battles I did, I would have been able to confirm or deny it. Because then there's always a minimum or maximum amount of battles that it should take standard and should take with the double happiness. But there should be. We're still on 2. Should be pretty soon, especially now with the shorter battles, considering we're going to be facing 3 Pokemon instead of the 4 from earlier, or even the 6 from at the start. This is the only happiness training I'm doing. There is the interesting discussion and conversation that hasn't been confirmed or denied by either of the developers, Flameskip or Patrick. When does the event end? Does it end in half an hour or in 1.5? Because the listed end time for the event is midnight BST. Midnight BST is in half an hour. However, the event start time was midnight BST at the start of Saturday. The event didn't start at midnight BST. It started at midnight British time, not BST. BST and British time are not the same thing when daylight saving is active. And during the weekend, in the night from Saturday to Sunday, a good portion of Europe, including Britain, changed out of daylight savings. So now Britain is using BST again. So if you insist that the event will end in half an hour because that's the listed ending time, because that's midnight BST, then please explain to me why the event didn't start at the listed midnight BST start time. I expect the event to end in 1.5 hours. When it's midnight British time. And 1 AM my time, because I'm not in Britain. And I guess the easiest way to 100% confirm whether it is... well, there's two ways, I guess, to confirm that it's available or not. Three. One is check the Vortex Discord shop. Is the Pikachu Halloween still available? If it is, event is still on. Another way to confirm it, but this one's luck-based. Go to any of the routes that Togepi Halloween is supposed to be on. If you encounter one, the event is still on. Third one, and that's the easiest. If you have a Togepi Halloween, check if it can still evolve. And I don't mean click on the evolution button and try it, but literally just click on this. Does it list as having an evolution? Currently, it's listed as having an evolution. When the event ends, that should be gone, and it should say Togepi Halloween is at its final stage of evolution. That would be another way of telling, hey, the event is over. Actually, if we check, let's say, Zubat Halloween. Actually, we can't check it here. I'll check it after the fight with my own Pokemon, my own Zubat. To confirm that this one isn't there yet. But Zubat Halloween could definitely evolve into Golbat and then Crobat. We should go to the end. The Zubat Halloween. It's not listed as having an evolution. And if I click on the evolve button, it's at its final stage of evolution, even though it could definitely evolve before. But just checking if that exists with Togepi Halloween at the end of this event, we'll know if the event is over or not. Well, if we check that in half an hour, we can confirm whether it's on still or not. Whether it was intended to end at BST or at British time, midnight. Also, I should go back to the gym battles. Hi, Misty. I'm gonna beat up your Pokemon some more. Hidden Power Fairy. Oh, that was a bit too quick. Oh, it was a bit too quick with that scroll. Too quick again. I'm not in that much of a hurry. I can slow down. Alright, we're on 3. Awesome. So, we go to our Pokemon team. Evolve into Togetic Halloween, which I really like that sprite. I like the looks of it. There we go, Togetic Halloween. Got one. And there's no Togekiss Halloween. Togetic Halloween is at the final stage of evolution. Put Pants here back. My shiny one, Scorcher. I have Scorcher Jr., I have Scorcher the Third. I catch a bunch of shiny Pants here just in case I overlevel this one, over level 19. Because I specifically want a shiny Pants here at level 19. Because that's with the attacks it has with Flame Burst, Bite, Scratch, Lick. It has the type combinations plus the damage output, the one that I know, but also that it allows it to weaken most Pokemon to very low health. The only trouble I have is with low level Ghost types. Because I can't hit that with Scratch, and Lick is super effective, therefore deals the same damage as Scratch. So I can't weaken those very well. But that's what I use the Steel's Eye Burmy for, this one. Because its Hidden Power Steel deals 11 damage, and a level 6 Pokemon is 24 health. So if I find, let's say, a level 6 Ghastly that I want to catch, because it's a level 6 immunity Pokemon, I'd use my Burmy and use Hidden Power twice. Ghastly's at 2 HP, and I can easily catch it. See if I can find another Togepi Halloween. And then we can confirm whether I'll go for at least another half an hour with the stream. Because that might be the end of the stream. I don't think it will. But that way I can confirm on stream whether like the end time was indeed midnight BST or midnight British time. Wait, I think I said something wrong about BST earlier. about whether Bridgen is in it or out of it now. So disregard what I said a couple minutes ago. You can just look it up on Google whether Bridgen is in or out of it right now. Because this weekend is when it changed. I know that much. I know I changed last night. I changed out of daylight savings, and I know the US is doing it next weekend. I don't know about other parts of the world whether they've already done it or have yet to do it. Come on, we've already found a Togepi Halloween. Where's the next one? There's Togepi. One Togepi Halloween. Actually, now that we've already found one, like, it's unfortunate we don't have any of the varieties. Would be cool if you get one though. Shadow de Dene, hello. Let's go to Route 10. On there for just a little bit. Will be a little walk there. But I'm happy enough that I at least was able to find one of the event Pokemon. Because sometimes I just miss an event, or I don't hunt for that long and then I just don't find any. And then I feel pretty bad. And this time I at least found something. Even though it's not one of the varieties, it is something. I do still will need, because now Togepi Halloween and Togetic Halloween exist, and I just have the standard version of both, it does mean there's 10 more Pokemon, both Shinies, both Shadows, both Dark, both Mystics, and both Metallics, from Togepi and Togetic, that I need to either buy or bid on via Pokebay, or that I would trade for. So this is going to cost me some Pokemon. It's going to cost me some money, but I have saved up on a lot. Oh yeah, I did say I would check if I'm on the richest users list. Let's check. It's not Pokedex, I want members, richest users. Oh, I'm still in the 80s. I think it was like 83rd, 82nd the last time I made a video. So I'm still there. I feel like we should end in Nightshade or Nightshade Crypt. So that's why I'm going to Route 10 now. Let's remind myself why this would tell me why is this an area for Togepi. Maybe just because it's like autumn and I guess it looks cool, and because of the tomato berries they look like pumpkins. Maybe that's the only reason. Good amount of people looking here. Okay, where's the biggest area? This is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 patches of grass. Here there's also 8, so it doesn't really matter. I'll just go to the one below, because there's more people here, but there's more space, so I guess it looks nicer for the screen. Try and find something here. Won't be here for too long. I'll go to Nightshade pretty soon. And then the crypt, because then we can walk around in the entire floor as encounters. Let's see if we can find any other Will-O-Wisp members, because that's easy to see, because all the other clans have like a gray tag, and most people, as you can see here, are in at least some kind of clan. But if it's green, you know it's yours. That's Will-O-Wisp for me. And as I said, if you want to join the clan, just let me know in the chat of either this live stream or the YouTube premiere, or in the comments of the YouTube video once the premieres happen and it's up as a standard video. Just let me know what your Vortex username is, so that I know that the person that's sending the join request is actually the person that is asking to join the clan. Because if you say, hey, I want to join, and right at that moment someone called Rotom is awesome sends a request, but doesn't confirm that it's you. It could just be you want to join, but you haven't sent it yet, and someone called Rotom is awesome has sent a request in-game, but hasn't let me know outside of it. And the reason why I ask you to do both things and not just send me a request is because the idea with the clan is that it's only for either people I know very well, and then for YouTube and Twitch viewers. So by putting something in my YouTube comments, my YouTube like Premiere Chat, like YouTube Premiere Chat, or the Twitch chat, it is very likely that you are a viewer of either my videos or my streams. But on YouTube and Twitch, you can't, like, you don't show your username yet, your Vortex username anyway. So that's why I ask you on YouTube or Twitch to let me know what your Vortex username is. The other way, if you send me a message on Vortex saying, hey, I'd like to join your clan, then I can see what your Vortex username is. But then please let me know that you watch on YouTube or Twitch. Maybe give your username as well if you'd like to. But you don't have to have an account to watch the streams, I guess. So, but at least let me know then that you're a viewer of either Twitch or YouTube or both. Because then I will allow you in. I like this playlist. It's a really good mix. I'll probably keep it on in the background for a bit later tonight. It's a very good, very nice mix. I'm pretty sure I already have all of the Turtwig line. Check, you know, standard Turtwig line. Yeah, I have all the standards and even all the shinies. Just to check what the lowest level Turtwig is. I have quite a few of them actually that I caught. All of them are mine? Question. Yeah. All right. So I'll put this one up for trade. And if you would like to have a Turtwig, a rare encounter, which is also a starter, I am putting one on Pokébay that I caught. This is not the one that I caught during the stream because it's a level 45 one, I think. But anyway, just like the Dark Round that I caught earlier, this Turtwig is on Pokébay. If you'd like to have it, you can bid on it. It's up for 7 days as of me literally putting this up during the live stream. If you're watching this on the YouTube premiere, it'll be a few hours less. Because this will probably be up a few hours after the live stream happens. Like live stuff on YouTube, good chance it's gonna happen in the future. But this specific one, that's why I let you know ahead of time. This is delayed, and therefore the event is already over by the time you're watching this on YouTube. What is N's theme? The child's room, I think. Yeah, this is creepy. I think this route was chosen because the developer wanted a 5th area to find it. And they had the clear ghost route, 2 clear ghost areas, the 1 clear dark area, and then the fairy area. That makes sense. Because dark and ghosts are creepy. And creepy, like there's a 3rd type that you could consider creepy, which is bug. But that's creepy in a different way, and that's the only one that I wouldn't associate with Halloween as much as Dark and Ghost. So that's probably what Togepi Halloween is, not a bug route. I don't think there's that clear of a bug type route. Although I guess in some of the early routes have some bug types. So New Haven, Route 1, I think. Wurmple, Caterpie, Kakuna, Scatterbug. Is Scatterbug there? I'm not sure. I think he's Burmy. I don't remember. But Togepi isn't there. Right, I'll just catch 2 more Pokemon here, no matter what they are. And once I've caught those 2 Pokemon, then we're moving on to Nightshade, which isn't too far away. Just we go back left, and then 2 areas up are in Nightshade. And from within Nightshade, we can get to the crypt. Oh, here goes the gym leader theme of Gen 8. I'm recognizing the theme now. It was, oh yeah, no, there was just a bit in between, because this is a different theme. They just combined it into one remix. Yeah, it is just the Pokemon Halloween medley from Glitch City. Oh, that makes sense then. So it's looking likely like I'll end on one Togepi, although there's a little bit of the event left. I'll probably spend another 20-25 minutes for the stream, which I will be doing hunting for the Togepi, and then we'll see if I find one or not. Another Turtwig. I guess I'll just catch another Turtwig. I hear Gen 3. Or the Ore games. Cypher had me from XD, yeah. Just nip an encounter here and there if the, I guess, the timer for the next encounter is up. Just in case it's something I like. While not losing much time at all walking to the next area. Maybe this is the bug route. Oh, I just happened to encounter 2 bug Pokemon at the start of it. Alright, Nightshade, here we go. Oh yeah, there's a Lowland Rattata here. So if there's any variety of a Lowland Rattata, I'll catch it here as well. Maybe I'll catch like a level 6. I'll catch just one level 6 Pokemon. Just because I feel like it for some reason. Have another immunity Pokemon for the future. Still very divided ideas about when it ends in the Vortex Discord right now. But as I mentioned, we can verify whether it has ended or not as I'm streaming this 13 minutes time. Because then it hits midnight BST. Fun thing about this area is you don't have to keep going left and right, or up and down to stay on the grass to find the Pokemon. You can walk laps. Or you can find a really long area where you can just walk left and right, like here. I could do that, but I like to just walk laps around the place. More fun. Hey, Purple Cat, hello! How you doing? I see you. You've been hunting here for a while. I'm gonna walk laps, probably the same as you've been doing. /pause seems to just go left and right in that bit. This is the lap that I like to take. I could go the opposite direction, but I like to go clockwise more. No particular reason. Maybe this is a thing that I do, that I did the first time. But maybe in general I do clockwise things if I can choose instead of anti-clockwise. I'm not really sure. But if I do Hunt and Nightshade Grip, I generally do it by just walking around clockwise in this. And this is the route that I take. Basically along the outside. See if we can find anything here that we want. Something we'll check as well in 11 minutes. Not only is the event over, but has seasonals ended, and are we in the next season? Because that should just be British time in general, because it starts and ends midnight at the end of a month, therefore the start of the month server time, which is British time. And British time changed time and this weekend, last night. Oh, this tune's a bit not that loud. I'll switch it up. I'll make it a bit louder in a second. If this doesn't get louder now. It's a few different tunes mixed together. Battle theme. Have that a little louder. Probably turn it down a bit again on the next tune. Not a lot of Pokemon in here that I want to catch. And I've already completed the Rattata Alolan line, so not that much reason to go outside either. I'd probably prefer to stay in Route 16, like for the stream, but also for my sanity is not the right word, but I like to change it up just to have a bit of variety to keep it more fun for me. But purely looking at the Pokemon that I could encounter, staying on Route 16 might be nice because that has both Impidimp and Guzzlord, and I want some of them. But even this area has something that I didn't have yet, which is Ekans. Metallic Ekans in this scenario. Let's check. Ekans is just an Akanto Pokedex. Alright. We have completed the set of Ekans with that one. Nice. Although Arbok Mega does exist, so technically we haven't done the full evolutionary line. But standard Ekans and Arbok we do have complete, which is nice. And Arbok Megastone is a hard thing to obtain. So it makes sense that I don't have that many of them. I'll do one more lap, then go outside again for a few minutes. This place is gonna get a lot calmer. Same for Nightshade the moment the event's over. I wonder if it'll already become a bit calmer in a few minutes' time when some people believe the event is over. Hey, Purple Cat. Thanks again for the sub today. You just finished the Fungus and Amoonguss line. Hold on, let's see how far I am with Fungus and Amoonguss. I have already completed it. Oh yeah, I did say I'd go outside again. Alright, I'll take this mini loop around and then go. Just because the Alolan Rattata, yes, it's a common encounter, but you need to be in Alola in side quest, which is quite far away, so you still need to spend time and effort to even get there. to be able to encounter it, so they're a bit more valuable than other standard encounters like Litwick, Rattata, Murkrow, stuff like that. So especially I don't intend to catch any of the standard ones, but if there's variety ones like Shadow, Metallic, I do intend to catch them because they might be able to give me a little bit more money than others. Like they might actually sell while others just straight up don't. Unless there's someone very specifically looking for that species of Pokemon. Going back to a point I made some time ago, maybe half an hour or even more ago, I was looking to use Pokebay and trading a bit more to get Pokemon that are more rare. And right now I'm looking more at the starters. So if you look at the very start of the Pokedex, obviously it started with Bulbasaur. There's still a lot that I need, especially Metallics, which I have none of. If you're willing to help me out, like if you have, let's say, a Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur, anything that I do not have yet, and you're willing to trade it away, you can let me know in the comments or in the chat. If you put it on Pokebay, that's great as well. But if you put it on Pokebay with the intention of, hey, Auka needs this, please do let me know. You can let me know in a Twitch chat or in YouTube chat if that happens, or I guess in the YouTube comment because I do read my comments regularly. Or if you want in my Discord, I'll put my Discord link in the Twitch chat right now. You can join that if you want. You don't have to. Quite a few different channels, but easily the most active one is the Vortex one. I'd say probably about half of the members in that Discord are or were Vortex players. Which makes sense considering the YouTube videos that get the most views for me are the Vortex videos. There's other videos that I personally find more fun to make and watch. But I do enjoy playing Vortex, and I do play daily, even if it's sometimes just grab the daily rewards. But I do enjoy Pokemon Vortex, and I have a nice long-term goal, and I think it works well for me as a game that you play just a little bit of on most days, and then some days, like during events, you play it a lot more. Or just some other days when you're just in the mood for playing Vortex. Something very simple, you don't really have to think about strategies too much. You can take a very simple mindset into this and just, I'm bored, I'll play Vortex for 10 minutes, and then, oh, I'm bored of this now, okay, do something else. But then you have played for 10 minutes. It can be a nice game for that. Purple Cat says, I made an oops myself. I thought you had to complete the side quest to have it active, so I skipped Alolan straight to Galar. Ouch. So, you mean you wanted to find Alolan forms in the wild, just like how I can find Raticate and Rattata Alolan now? But you went straight to Galar, therefore you were not able to encounter them anymore because you already went through Alola. Someone wants an Alolan Raticate level 100? I have one for you. It's a Pokebay. I'm gonna put a Shadow one up for trade. If you are interested in helping me complete the Pokédex, which at first is just really appreciated already, even if it's a very minor, a common Pokemon that I just happen to not have yet. Let's say I don't have a shiny Yamask yet. I don't know whether I do or not, but let's say I don't have a shiny Yamask, and you want to trade me one. Then that's appreciated. That's great. You can find a live updates of any Pokemon that I'm missing by going into the Vortex Discord, and then typing in the command !missing. Then a space, and then my username, which is Auka193. So exclamation mark missing, space, Auka193. And then the bot will give you, I think, the list of the first 20 that I'm missing. But I'm missing way more than 20 Pokemon. Everyone needs way more than 20 Pokemon, including myself. But then you can click on there's a list button. and then you'll just be sent a link to a document that has all of the stuff that I'm missing. But let's say I'm missing that shiny Yamask, and then I either catch one or someone trades one to me. Then after that, if you would look up that document, or you would generate that document, I mean, using the exclamation mark missing command that I just described, the shiny Yamask wouldn't be on there anymore. So if you generated one and then a week later you decide, oh, let's look at that same document again because I want to help Alka out, if you would like to, I recommend generating a new one, because in that week I might have caught a few new Pokemon. A lot of the things will still be the same, because it's not like I catch 100 new Pokemon per day or something. Like, if I even catch new things, maybe 5. Like, today I caught a few new ones. But that is a way to do it. So if you would like to help me, exclamation mark missing space Alka193 in the bot commands channel of the Pokemon Vortex Discord. That one does not work in my server, because I don't have the Vortex bot. And some people have recommended to put the Vortex bot in my channel, but I don't feel like it should be. There's some features that would be nice to have in my server too, considering the amount of Vortex players I have in my server. But there's also a lot of feature things that bot can do that are different. Alright, we've hit midnight. Alright, we catch this. We have hit midnight my time, which is currently also midnight BST, but not British time. So let's confirm if the event is on or not by using the easiest way to check. Togepi Halloween, can you still evolve? Yes. Can you still evolve? Yes. So that Togepi can still evolve, so that confirms the event is still open. Another way to check is the Vortex store thing, so I'll just check that one as well. Just shop. Is Pikachu still there? Alka193. Yep, Pikachu is also still in the shop. So actually, I'm gonna get a Pikachu because I don't have one. So I'll get a promo code for one Pikachu, because even the standard one I don't have yet. So go to the dashboard, enter the promo code, comes up Pikachu Halloween, which wouldn't have been possible if the event was over. Pikachu Halloween is also still in the Vortex Discord store. Yeah, the event is still open. It was meant as... so that was a slight error that some people make. And I guess in this case, whoever wrote that message, I think it was Patrick, but it might have been Flamescape, might have been someone else. At least one of the devs. I think it's just Flamescape and Demos devs. Anyway, whoever wrote the Vortex announcement, you could have known it was a mistake somewhere in that listing, purely because both the start time and end time were BST. No, actually, that could have still been correct. However, it makes very much sense for it to be midnight both times. And because of the time change that Britain was going through alongside with a good portion of Europe, it wasn't midnight both times. So that made it a very likely error. And in this case, the error was nighttime. The ending time. Because the ending time was an hour later than what was listed, because Britain is currently not in BST. The Netherlands, as an example, is in BST right now. Come on, I want to catch this. Yay. But I'll just catch 3 more Pokemon no matter what they are, and then that'll be the end of the stream today. So I could hunt for another hour. I might hunt a little bit once I've ended the stream. But I feel like I've done enough. And I want to, I guess, get some food as well, do some other things. Talk to some good people. And then enjoy the final bit of this hunt. But it does look like we are going to end this event with one Togepi Halloween found. It was a standard one. Already had one from the past. And that's one that I evolved. So now I do have a standard Togepi Halloween and then Togetic Halloween. But any of the variants, Shiny, Shadow, Metallic, Mystic, and Dark, I am still missing. So if you happen to have a lot of duplicates of them, or you caught them, you evolved them, but you don't really want them, you just enjoy participating in the event, and you'd like to either trade them to me, gift them to me, put them up in Pokébait, inform me of them to give me the chance to bid on them, please let me know, and I'd really appreciate that. You don't have to, it's just in case you want to help, and I know there's usually a few people either during or after an event that would like to, so for those people, there's the information. That's how you could do it. Even if there's not an information, any event going on, even if haven't done a recent video or live stream for Pokemon Vortex, if you'd like to help, you can just always let me know exactly what you'd like to help me with. Send me offers. If you are sending me trade offers, do note that I mostly only accept Pokemon that I don't have yet. If, let's say, I have an Yveltal, a standard legendary Pokemon, up for trade, and you offer a Moltres, then that is the same rarity. So in terms of value, yeah, sure, I could trade it. They have around equal value. However, I already have a standard Moltres, so I'm going to decline the trade, usually. Sometimes I might be in a good mood and I'd still accept the trade, even if it's the same value. But usually, to me, Pokemon that I do not have yet in the Pokédex have a lot more value to me specifically. Maybe not to everyone else, but to me specifically, they have more value than something else. So if you want to trade with me, I have a bunch of things for trade. A decent amount of commons, those are some legendaries, some rare, some varieties of legendaries. But if you'd like to trade with me, try and find something that I don't have yet that is around equal, at minimum around equal value. They're going to be a little bit, let's say I have a legendary up that goes for, I don't know, 40,000 Pokédollars average. And you, actually no, let's look at something bigger. Let's say something goes for 100,000 Pokédollars. And you have a combination of 3 Pokemon that go for 90,000 Pokédollars. But those 3 Pokemon are all Pokemon I don't have yet. Then because it is still around equal value to the 1 Pokemon you're offering on my trades, still a good chance I will accept it. But things that I don't have yet do mean more to me. If those 3 if my Pokemon is 100,000 worth, and you offer something that's worth 120,000, then maybe I will accept it, maybe I won't, because yeah, it is worth more, so I could potentially sell it for more, but then I'd still need people that are interested in it. So especially if you, let's say, on the Metallic Articuno, and you send me a bunch of common stuff that in total adds up to the value of that Metallic Articuno, then sure I could trade it, but a bunch of those common stuff I'm never going to be able to sell. So I'm not going to get the value back of what I could potentially still get for the Metallic Articuno if I wouldn't trade with you. Hope you can understand that mindset. If you have any questions, concerns about that, please just let me know in like the comments or the chat, and I'll be willing to answer that and help you out and answer stuff. It's really creepy. Some leaves moving around outside from a tree, but just with the lighting that's coming out of my window, it looks really creepy. So it's like some kind of big spider on the window, and it's just in the corner of my house. It's really messing with me. This is a ghost type, so I can't weaken it that well with Scorcher. But as I mentioned earlier in the stream, 2 Hidden Power Steals puts the ghost type at 2 HP, and that I can catch it pretty easily. I'll just catch a few more, actually a few more immunity Pokemon. If I find Togepi, then obviously I'm going to catch it. But otherwise, it's just a few level 6 immunity Pokemon will be what I'm going for. Now, this one isn't as nice, because this one resists my hidden power. And I don't remember exactly what the damage did this do. 10. Okay, that actually works. So, remember Electro up 10. Because that is helpful if you need a lot of it. If you need specific damage amounts. That the Pokemon you're using for hunting regularly, like Panzer especially, I know the exact damage outputs each move will do, including what it does when the moves are either resisted or super effective. So that's why I would know quickly with that Panzer if a Pokemon can take a certain hit or not. If there's something that's resisted, but then also that same Pokemon's metallic, let's say I'm using Bite on a metallic Absol, like earlier in the stream, then that adds a bit to the calculation. I don't know all of those from the top of my head, so that's why I made that miscalculation or misremembered the damage, because I did see it earlier in that fight and I actually KO'd the Absol. Do I need a shiny Golbat? Well, as I mentioned earlier, you could use the missing command for anything that I miss. I do need a shiny Golbat, yes. I do not have a shiny Golbat at this time. However, would I have multiple shiny Zubats and I just haven't evolved them? Then I don't consider myself as needing a shiny Golbat. Yeah, I don't have a shiny Golbat, but I have plenty of shiny Zubats. So actually I don't need a shiny Zubat, because I have this one, I have the shiny Crobat. I don't have the shiny Golbat, but poof, now I do. That's what I mean. Sometimes I can just instantly evolve it and I just haven't done it yet. Sometimes I'd still need to train up the Pokemon. Let's say I have a level 13 Impidimp, but it evolves at, I think, level 32 to a Morgrem. So then I train it up to 32 and evolve it. So, thanks for the offer, but I'm going to decline this one because I already have it. Or I could get it and I just did. Then I just showed you on stream how. But thanks for the offer. I appreciate you wanting to help. I'm a fan of this Halloween Mega Mix from Pokemon. I should listen to more of these Mega Mixes. Like, there's a good amount of different types of music, a bunch of different remixes of different parts of Pokemon, even some things that you wouldn't really call Halloween-y, like certain battle music. There's not that much creepy battle music within Pokemon, but due to the instruments used, the way it's sped up, slowed down, effects that are added, it sounds a lot more Halloween-y, and I do like that. One more Pokemon after the Sinistee, no matter what it is, and that'll be the industry. And it will be a Shadow Alolan Eradicate. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching the stream today. This will be the end of it. If you missed part of the stream, especially if you came in late, but you want to still watch, well, let's say what happened at the start of the stream, I'm gonna try and edit it pretty quickly and then put it up on YouTube. It does need time to edit, then render, then get ready on YouTube, so it'll probably take a couple hours before it's up. But it will be there. Hope you all enjoyed it. I'm gonna find someone to raid. I think we're going to... Let's do Grortug today. I don't usually raid Grortug. We're playing a very Halloween-y game. Let's go to him. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all later. Make sure you always remember that you, yes you are worth it. Goodbye.